Whoa, 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 whoa. There's still plenty of meat on that bone. Now you take this home, throw it in a pot, add some broth, a potato. Baby, you got a stew going.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 135.
Yep.
I think. Pretty sure. 135.
We should check the records.
Check the records.
Go down to the basement.
AKA type it
Talk
in.
to Mrs. Wormwood down there.
I'm pretty confident it is 135.
Mrs. Wormwood, how are your grandchildren doing?
Could be 136.
We would like to check and see what episode we are on the podcast. Well, I'll go ahead and check that out. Meanwhile, I'll have some key lime pie that I made fresh. Thanks, Mrs. Wormwood.
I don't even... Okay.
We have such a large operation that we have...
I'm very positive.
We have a secretary down in the basement.
Dude,
for all of our...
after episode 100, who cares?
Podcasts.
Until you hit 200, nobody cares. We only care about the 100 milestones. I mean, 150, big deal. Big whoop.
Yeah.
You want to fight about it?
Yeah, you want...
You know?
What are you, some kind of yoikel? I think obviously from the intro, there's probably only like 3 actors I think that would really make us like pause.
I will tell you right now.
And you know what? I'm gonna add Peter Weller and make it 4, but I'd say like Arnie, Jesse, Carl, and like Peter Weller are the 4 that we'd be like, we have to take some time to talk about.
I will guarantee you, and I have said this to my wife. Arnold Schwarzenegger will break me. I'll be very upset because we've talked about how much we liked Arnold on the show many times, and this one does.
And how much we begged him over and over to come onto our show.
Talking about it, and yeah, it feels because Carl Weathers was such a fun, interesting character whenever he was on screen, and we'll talk about his roles and I mean,
we should start off the show with that.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remember Carl Weathers and his great performances, and
so he and
by the way, just based on the things I've seen, people memorializing him and talking about him, like he seemed to be a really nice and
affable,
welcoming person.
Well, I mean, we started the show.
He's just
off,
cool, man. He's just cool.
We started the show off with a clip from Arrested Development, which I honestly is one of my favorite roles of his, which is himself. Which is a highly satirized,
and it was fun to see him
meta version of himself.
Yes.
That was just super cheap and he had fun with it. Being Chubbs
unnecessarily
Peterson,
frugal. He had money. He's Carl Weathers.
But I mean, he had comedic chops. You know, from being in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, fucking Happy. I didn't even put that on the list. I can't believe I didn't include that. Happy
Dude,
Gilmore. Unbelievable.
The fucking wooden hand jokes, the wooden hand gags are some of the best in history. Sight gags in history.
You know what the funniest thing about that whole...
Whoop! Sorry about that.
You want to hear something ridiculous just now? About me forgetting Happy Gilmore. Don't
be worried about that shit. It's made of wood. Real sturdy. That
movie... is the first time I'd ever seen Carl Weathers.
Really? Okay.
And I completely forgot to put it on the list.
Because I grew up with I don't think I've ever seen Rocky.
What?
Yeah.
Apollo
I've seen
fucking Creed.
I've seen bits and pieces of all 3 of the first ones, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the first 3 ones all the way through. Rocky 4, I could probably write the script. That's how many times I've seen that. I could write it verbatim down for you. I love that movie. And he is in it, and
it's such a bummer that he dies.
Well, Carl,
but they make it work later.
The problem is that it's hard. I don't know if you've never seen that movie. I don't know what that would be like. But say you've never seen that movie and you don't know he dies in that scene, right? And you're watching all this pomp and circumstance and shit, and then he dies. Like, that's shocking, right?
Yeah.
I don't. When I saw it, it was like the first time it had been on video since it was in the theaters. and we rented it, So we watched it, and I didn't think I knew that Apollo died, and it was horrifying when he died. It was.
Yeah.
And every time you see it now,
Throw in the damn towel.
every time you see it now,
Yeah.
all of that pomp and circumstance that leads up to the fight, you're just cringing because you're like, this is because all the stuff that Apollo's like doing, his dance in front of the Russian and stuff, you're like, please don't do that, man.
He's gonna kill
She's
you.
gonna kill you. Kind of.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna dare. But yeah, that's what started it with me. And then of course I would have to say the one role that cemented him for me.
Can I say,
Yes.
as someone who grew up with pro wrestling and understands wrestling psychology, and theater, sports entertainment, I knew that he was gonna die. Even if I had never seen the movie, you could tell he was gonna die because classic pro wrestling is when the one guy is overconfident and doesn't take the monster seriously, he dies.
Right.
They did it in Game of Thrones, man, with the mountain.
I know.
So I know all about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, because Carl Weathers is so good in that role. Like,
I'd like to watch Rocky 3 just because he trains Rocky, and I'd like to see that.
I think the first Rocky is held in such regard and is such a good movie because Stallone wrote that role for himself, and I don't think Rocky works without Stallone, and I don't think Rocky works without Apollo Creed, a.k.a. Carl Weathers.
Well, if he doesn't get the right actor for the part.
A la Carl Weathers. Yeah.
If he doesn't get the right actor for that part,
that's what I mean. Apollo Creed works so well. I almost said Apollo Crews, who's a WWE wrestler. Apollo Creed works so well because he is such a good shit talker, and he's such a good classic pro wrestling heel where he's just like, who's this fucking loser? I'm Apollo Creed. I'm the best boxer in the world, and that confidence just comes through with every single performance Carl Weathers had. I said he was cool, and the reason I always think he's cool is because he's so confident.
Yeah.
Even in that Arrested Development role, he is so confident, and his like blunt force, frugalness. It is so fucking funny because it's like you said, he's in on the joke. He's having fun, and just like,
dude, what he's like,
you got a stew going is so damn
it's
funny.
All in the hips. It's all in the. Get off of me! Hey, I'm just trying to ease the tension, baby. Just ease the tension. Like just. I think my favorite part of the Happy Gilmore role is when it's one of my favorite songs too. But when he finally sees his happy place after it's been raided by Shooter, whatever, and then he comes
Shooter
back to
Gavin,
sir. And then he comes back to it, and it's all better now. And Chubb's playing
he's
the
playing
piano.
the piano, and he's got
it's all right, Happy.
both
I got both my hands. And then he's like, "We've only just begun."
Hey,
to live.
stop it.
What?
That's iconic.
I'm saying, I love the Carpenters. I love Carl Weathers. That's probably my favorite. But the movie I think that cemented it for me was Predator. That was a movie I saw when I was younger, and the fact that he dies in both Rocky IV and Predator, obviously, but he makes it so much more of the way through Predator.
Yeah.
He makes it all the way to the end almost. I think he's one of the last like 4 guys.
I'm pretty sure he dies. He's the last to die.
Well, no, Billy is before. Yeah, Billy is.
What?
No. Oh, what's his name? Pancho is the last to die because him and Arnie, or the girl is helping Arnie drag him. Everybody else is dead. Billy tries to make his last stand. So Billy's the second to last.
Duke's dead.
Then while they're dragging Pancho, the Predator shoots at him because I just watched it. Predator shoots at him and kills Pancho because he was still alive, and they're like, fucking leave him. So they kept going. And he was like on the ground like, run to the chopper.
Go now. Yeah.
So Pancho's technically the last one to die.
Either way.
But
His
Yeah.
death is insane.
But before Billy, it's what's his name and Dylan. Mac and Dylan. Mac and cheese, Mac and Dylan.
what is this, a fucking radio
What is
show?
a fucking
You're
radio
listening
show?
to KBWW.
Woo! Morning zoo time. Mac and cheese, Mac and Dylan.
He's Mac and I'm cheese.
I'm cheesed. I mean Dylan. God damn it, we the Morning Zoo crew. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
we had the fart lined up and ready to go.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Toilet flush. Why don't we have those on the soundboard?
God damn it.
Oh.
I hate you.
You
But
know-
anyway,
you know what
he
that makes
makes
me
it
feel, dude?
sloppy. Brilliant. Awesome.
Shout out to Paul Giamatti. Hope he wins the Oscar.
Yeah. Sure. I don't even know who's up for Oscars. I don't even know who's up for Oscars. I haven't watched.
I haven't watched The Holdovers. I heard that's really good. But now we're talking.
I keep seeing things about it, but I'm like, it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Carl Weathers.
Back to Carl Weathers. So, he turns into the heel in that movie. You know, he starts off, and there's something off
he
about him.
cooked up a story and threw the
Dropped
six
the six of us into a meat grinder.
a meat
what
grinder.
happened to you, Dylan? I grew up.
Dude, come on. The most iconic fucking high five in history is the flex between Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes. And it's just the funny thing is in that scene how quickly it turns from, hey man, what's going on, to you are my adversary. Because within seconds he learns that he has to take Dylan with him and his team.
And you know what else?
General, you work alone.
We
work alone.
It works in this homoerotic machismo that is the 80s. And it works. It shouldn't, but it does.
Quick aside.
Because let's be honest, a lot of these 80s movies are very homoerotic.
Yes.
The action movies.
Quick aside, nothing to do with Carl Weathers. Do you think that Mac and Blaine had a homosexual relationship at some point in their history?
Is Blaine Shane Black in that movie?
No, Blaine is Jesse Ventura.
Oh, I guess I never realized.
And
I
Mac-
never knew his actual name. I always just thought it was
Strap
Jesse
this on your
Ventura.
sore ass, Blaine.
I knew that the one dude was Duke with the minigun.
That's Mac. No. Mac is the black dude who is friends with Jesse Ventura, who's Blaine.
Wait,
and
you know what? I think his name is Duke in the movie Dune. I think that's when I'm mixing it up.
His name is Bill Duke.
Maybe.
His name is Bill Duke, the actor.
He might have been, but I swear his name was Duke in a different movie.
Might be, but he's Mac in this movie. And you should know that Blaine is Jesse Ventura's name, because this stuff will make you a sexual tyrannosaurus. And Poncho has got the grenade launcher and says, strap this on your sore ass, Blaine. Blaine.
Didn't know I was with the fucking
Hawkins is Shane
Predator
Black.
historian Tyler Allen.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey.
Interestingly, Shane Black did not get credit for his acting in that movie or the rewrites.
And that had to they changed guild rules because of that.
Yep. Anyway, but that was a movie that really cemented his role of just the guy. Like, I've seen him in countless movies and TV shows and everything throughout my life. And when you saw him in a TV or show or a movie and he didn't expect him, it was always like, okay, this is going to be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just knew that. Not that he, like, every role he accepted was great, but he just brought such a confidence
And charisma. Like, you want to like that guy. You want to root for that guy.
Yeah. And one thing,
Even when he was Apollo Creed, like being a cocky dick, you were still drawn to him. You
when
know
he
what I
was
mean?
Dylan ghosting the fucking the crew, like Max said, you ghosted us, motherfucker. You do it again, I'll bleed you. You know.
Yeah.
Even when he's doing that. And here's one thing I forgot. Okay, so when they go out into the jungle, right? They all put on camouflage makeup, all of them on their faces, right? And when Arnold throws him up against the wall and he's like, "What happened to you, Dylan?" And they got close up of their faces, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell Dylan's like broken up. That's acting. You can tell he's broken up, that he betrayed his friend, even though he knows that's his job, right? He's got kind of like tears in his eyes. But forever, when I see that scene, I always think it's weird how skeletal Carl Weathers' face looks in that scene. And yesterday, when I was watching it again, I realized why. All of them have been sweating, and all of their makeup has been running in different states, right? Off of their faces and stuff. Carl Weathers' makeup was under his eyes and kind of around his cheeks.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's left is like these black lines going like this. And so I realized yesterday, I'm like, that's not, obviously that's the makeup that makes him look like that in that scene. So I don't know why I told you about all that. I just wanted to waste some time.
I'm trying to be like, we've done a commentary for Predator, man.
I'm feeling good.
We've talked about that movie a lot.
I just like the movie, and that was the movie. And then when he shows up in Arrested Development, that's just cake, icing on the cake. Such a good movie, or such a good show. And his presence obviously was just so fucking hilarious. And I love David Cross, and he's a great
that
foil
bone
for
that he
him.
has no meat.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
But also another thing somebody pointed out, he says one potato.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything else. Some broth, a potato. Baby, you got yourself a stew.
Yeah.
And again, the sight gags with his wooden hand and Happy Gilmore are fucking classic, dude. And we cannot talk about him without talking about Action Jackson, which I unfortunately have not seen in so long. I don't really recall, but I do want to talk about what kind of a movie this is, and I'll put it to you like this. The description on the Roku TV that I have is an Ivy League NYPD police detective. Like, it starts off like that, you know? Like, this guy went to Harvard, and then he decided to become a cop in New York City. You know, it's just one of those, like, 80s, like, just things or whatever. That movie's great. Craig T. Nelson is the bad guy in that one. But that's, if you've ever seen Tango and Cash, Action Jackson is a lot like Tango and Cash, but there's only one dude.
Yeah.
Okay? Just think about it like that. It's really good. But I fucking love that guy, and I miss him. I'm going to miss him.
Well, yeah, we even talked about The Mandalorian and his role there.
Yep,
which again was just like, I had
it was good to see him again in that
unbelievably
season.
In this day and age, I was able to avoid spoilers for The Mandalorian. So I had no idea that he was in it.
I didn't either.
So when I saw him on there, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Carl Weathers. And to see him be a part of the cast and be a major role in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He kind of is more of a background guy in the 3rd season.
But he starts off the season. Like, that's where they go first.
Yeah, they go there a couple times.
No, the very first episode of the 3rd season, he
He's part, like, I'm just saying that he's not in as many episodes as the first 2 seasons.
Whatever.
Because he's not as, whatever. But
no, one of my favorite things was that they made a, I never got this, and I don't think it's available anymore, but it was the first Mandalorian Lego set was the Razor's Crest. The Razor Crest, whatever it was called, his first ship. And one of the minifigures was Griftaverse. And I really wanted to get it. It's like $130. I really wanted to get it so I could get a Carl Weathers minifigure. But then they came out with something a little later from the season. Was it the end of the first season when they used the tank and Grief Karga was with them? And was it the IG unit that helped them like escape? No idea what I'm talking about. There was a Lego set, and it was a troop transport, and it came with a bunch of stormtroopers and a Grief Karga minifigure. And so that was cool because I got my Carl Weathers minifigure.
Wouldn't that have been like? I think that would have been like the end of the first season.
Isn't that it? Right, where this IG unit sacrifices himself to save him. Yeah. But no, I think it's the second one because Gina Carano is in the beginning of the second one when they attacked the Imperial Stronghold.
It's been a while since
like it fucking matters.
We're getting a Mandalorian Grogu movie though. It's
yeah, what's it called? The Mandalorian and Grogu. Real fucking original, guys.
You know what Tyler thinks of that? You know what he thinks? You know what he thinks? You know what he really thinks?
Ew, fuck you.
And also, that's another thing that bums me out is obviously that he's gone, but it's it sucks to think about, like, we'll never get to see him because he was such a delight to see on screen. Like I said, he had so much charisma.
I mean, the way that we keep we keep our favorite actors and everything alive is we keep watching their stuff. And honestly, that's the first thing I thought of was like, I want to watch something by him. We wanted to review Action Jackson.
Be clear.
We are poor.
I want to be clear. I don't want that to come off wrong. It's upsetting that he's gone.
Yeah.
As a human being, I want to make that clear.
Of course.
First, I don't want people to think I'm glossing over his passing. I'm just saying, like in the context of him as an actor, and thinking of, like, I think despite him, like, he wasn't that old. He was like in his 70s.
He was 78, I think.
Really?
He's not that old. That's how old my mom is.
He was almost 80. That's like, I felt like he looked great, but for his age. But
when he was on The Mandalorian, yeah, I mean, except for the white hair, he still looked the same.
Yeah,
the white beard, he looked largely the same. He acted this. I mean, he might have been a little heftier, but who doesn't get like that when they get older?
But you never know. You never truly.
He's in great shape the most of his life.
You never know when people with health and things change, crazy things happen, and it just reminds you of how important life is to speak, because he just seemed like a nice human being, and when we lose someone like that, it's sad.
Well, everybody, I mean, we forget and we try to. I think our society and in general would be a lot better off if we embraced death as a part of life rather than the way it is now, which is we don't like to think about it until it's happening, and then we have to deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I feel like that, and we all die. Nobody has lived forever.
Yeah.
And we forget that there's an impermanence of life that makes our lives so much more valuable because of that impermanence.
Yeah.
And we got to remember that. And when we do come across somebody beautiful like Carl Weathers, who's just awesome and cool and just funny and just great, you got to remember that. And I think at least once a week for the rest of my life, I'm going to at least watch Happy Gilmore, because that's a good movie you can throw
for the
on.
rest of your life.
Why
I don't
not?
know about that.
You can throw that on like while you're cleaning and stuff and get to see Carl Weathers. Maybe once a month.
Yeah, I'm like once a week, dude. You're
Doing the bull dance, Happy. Oh, best of luck. I thought you were primed to make the big bucks. Grandma. Love it when he like accidentally fucking takes the knocks his hand off like into the road.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that shit. Made of wood, real sturdy. Oh, and then he does like the whole like pantomime with his hand. Yeah. Okay, bye. Thanks for dressing up. You kidding? If I saw myself in clothes like that, I'd have to kick my own ass.
The range and the comedic chops that's the same guy that was Apollo Creed, Action Jackson, Dylan in fucking Predator with Arnold, like all that.
I'm surprised you didn't play football. My mom didn't want me to. She said it was too dangerous. Oh, good call.
Back when I enjoyed Adam Sandler movies.
Did you see the meme after the Detroit-San Francisco game? Did you see the one where Bob Barker is San Francisco and Adam Sandler's Detroit?
No.
And it's the whole fight scene from Happy Gilmore.
Price is wrong, bitch.
Well, no, it's right. Like Happy Gilmore's winning for the most part until at the very end, he's like, wakes up and starts beating the shit out of Happy. It's really funny because it's like 31-13, and Bob Barker wakes up. Starts kicking the shit out of Happy, and it's like
24/7, and then
30,
it's
31 to
yeah. Amazing.
Fucking Lions.
Come on, Happy.
My brother's upset.
I mean, the fucking
Christian
scene when he's
McCaffrey.
coaching him at the putt-putt place. Like, come on.
You're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna give that shit up. Play golf full time. Spoken like a true asshole, Happy.
It sucked that he had to die in that movie. I felt like he shouldn't have died, but Still, by far, one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen is when him and the alligator.
Yeah.
And is it Abraham Lincoln
Yes.
are waving goodbye?
Yes. It's Abraham Lincoln, the alligator, and Chubbs Peterson.
Yeah. It's so stupid. But it's so, like, of its time, that's the kind of shit I grew up with, man. That's the 90s comedy that I grew up with.
Let it be known that I think, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Tim Hurley wrote the "You eat pieces of shit for breakfast" joke.
No.
They have all agreed. All the principals involved in that movie have agreed that he was the one who wrote that.
Yeah.
Classic line. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No,
No.
Oh, shooter.
I'm gonna tribute this win to fucking Chubbs. Wow. What a dick. One of the all-time best comedy villains.
I don't want this to turn into a treatise on how great Happy Gilmore is, because it's a fucking great movie.
Well, that's a review. That's a different episode.
Just saying. It's really good. And
yes, you're right.
But
All
you know
right,
what, though?
Let's wrap that up.
Right.
please.
You know what, though? The reason why we love that movie so much is because of Carl Weathers.
Again,
So, let's move over.
every time he is in something,
Yeah. He makes it better.
he never takes away. He adds to it.
Elevates.
Elevates it. Yes.
Never weighs
Even in the
down.
minor shit like Arrested Development. I mean, come on.
Elevates.
That's iconic. Baby, you got a stew going. Come on now. One of the funniest fucking things. You got some meat on that bone. Put it in a bowl.
I just wish I could see
Put
the
it in a
bloopers.
single
I just wish
one potato.
I wish I could see the bloopers where, like, he just nails a take and everybody else is just, like, dying laughing.
If you
'cause
look at
they're,
that
like, so
that
good.
clip, he's trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. buddy. R.I.P. Carl Weathers.
Okay.
All right. I don't really know how to segue into that, but we're gonna try.
What's the next topic?
Well, the Rippaverse.
Oh, fuck. No, I got an idea.
What?
So we are going. I'd like, so we obviously we mourn the passing of Carl Weathers, and we have to move on because that's how life is. But R.I.P.
Hey.
and there'll never be another like you. In other news, let's talk about some shitty people.
Gina Carano.
Speaking of the Mandalorian, that piece of shit, Gina
we could
Carano.
flip flop it. We could push the Horseman down to.
There's this shitty movie called, like, the son of the daughter of the wolf or some shit with her and Richard Dreyfuss.
What?
Gina Carano and
What?
Richard
Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, he's like this bad guy. What? Yeah. I know. I fucking know.
Well, what you want to do? Do you want to do Gina Carano's story, or do you want to do the Rippaverse story?
Well, either way, we got to talk about these assholes. So either one.
Well,
But you know what?
we had to butter each other
Let's
up.
do Gina Carano.
Hey,
Whoa.
listen.
I don't want to talk
listen to
about
me.
what we do.
Listen to what I'm saying.
On the air.
We had to butter each other up and lubricate your ears for what we're about to talk about.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can have a cigarette first?
No, you have that after. You gotta.
I'm a lot funnier when I have nicotine.
No, you gotta earn it. All right. All right.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about.
We might as well do Gina Carano.
Yeah.
because
Fuck it. Let's talk
she
about
was
Gina
in the,
Carano first. Yeah.
Mandalorian.
So the news dropped. We're recording on a Wednesday. So it dropped on the 6th. That Gina Carano is attempting to sue Disney.
For getting fired.
Yes. So this is what she had to say about the whole situation. She was sharing the news that she was in fact suing Disney. Quote, "The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted to every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. I want to give.
Can we pause that real quick and talk about the fact that you don't know what it's like to be hunted down? So maybe don't be so fucking dramatic. You're not a runaway slave.
Listen,
okay.
Listen, Gina. How do you think?
Fuckface.
How do you think a publicly traded, recognizable, globally recognized product like Disney is going to be okay with you comparing modern day Republicans to, like Tyler was saying, the Jews who were hunted and murdered, starved, had their will completely broken down, had bodies shoveled into holes, mass graves, to being a fucking Republican? Get a grip.
Get a fucking grip.
Do you not understand how insulting that is to Jewish,
God.
like the ancestry of these Jewish people in Europe and in America, all over the world? Like, what the fuck?
You're a white American woman. You are not being hunted down for jack fucking shit.
I don't know. She's
and you know what? If you were, the fucking cops would be all fucking over it, and so would be the press.
I don't know.
Damn, there's a white woman in trouble. Let's make sure we fucking hold on. Everybody stop. There's a white woman in trouble.
Well, that's how the world.
You know how many black women disappear a day? How many times you hear about it? No, because fucking world doesn't care. So shut up, Gina. Just shut up. Your station in life is 10 times, 100 times better than you want to make it believe so that you can get some fucking sympathy. You're like one of those fucking assholes who put yourself in a wheelchair, even though you're not handicapped, to get more likes on Twitter. That's fucking fucked up, dude. So are you.
Hey, I don't want to take away from that, but because I agree with everything you just. Can't believe I'm about to do this. I agree with everything you just said, but that triggered a memory. I think I have a long box later. If we want to do a long box,
well, we'll
get there. But no, you're right. It's ridiculous that you are acting like this victim for a post that you made that you could have deleted at any point. And then release an apology. People would have still known about it, and people probably wouldn't have forgive you, rightfully so, because I wouldn't either. If I were a Jewish person, I would not forgive what she said, because that's fucked up. And I'm just saying, on a human level, it offends me. It would offend me even more if I was Jewish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even then, even having some bullshit apology to try and keep your job, I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody's gonna believe that.
But
she also says, my words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right-wing extremist.
Okay, you're dehumanized again. You don't know what the
fuck
that means. You don't know what the fuck that's really like.
It was a bullying smear campaign.
You don't know what that's like either.
Aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example out of me.
You don't know what that's like either.
End quote.
You fucking sheltered fucking bubble person.
Also,
Jesus fucking Christ.
The other thing she's talking about is when she was seemingly mocking pronouns by saying her pronouns were like beep, boop, bop, or whatever the fuck. You remember that? Whatever. Like, I think that's a dumb joke and silly to post it. It just seems very like high school, her reaction to it and the post of it, and like, I don't know, it just seems silly. And
here, can I just say something about society at large right now that is just really fucking awful and just disgusting that people are championing and lionizing this bullshit and everything. Let's talk about this. The whole idea that like, oh, I don't fucking care what you fucking think, you fucking motherfucker. This whole I'm gonna say what I want to say and I don't care who it offends, even though I don't really need to say it. It's not really necessary for me to say it, but I want to trigger some libs or I want to trigger whatever. Like, when the fuck did we decide to stop being human to each other? I don't give a fuck that you have the anonymity of the internet. That makes it worse. I mean, what a fucking pussy you are. And by the way, let me just state, total aside, I am not calling things pussy that are, whatever, because pussy's way tougher than that. So every time I say somebody's being weak or somebody, that's a testicle. Because those things
All right, Betty White.
You even like
That's
look
a Betty
at
White bit.
Is it? I don't care. I'm going to try and start saying testicle instead of pussy. Because you even look at those wrong. You're like, oh, my balls. A pussy like births a baby.
Yeah.
That's tough. Toughness. The point is,
Please tell me your point. I would love to know.
The point is that you're trying to assert your authority over other people by saying that you don't care about their feelings or what, and that's basically what life is all about is connecting with other people on a human level. And if you're denying other people their humanity and making a joke about it because your friends think it's funny, or you just want to get jokes at the water cooler at the stupid fucking office that you work at, well then you're fucking lame and you're also inhuman. And I'm tired of this, like, let's champion these fuck faces like Bill Maher and fucking Joe Rogan and these fucking shitheads who have no business telling anybody what to do, but we're like, ooh, they're so triggering. It's just, I can't help it. Like, just stop. Kindness and compassion has never gone out of style in my life or in my brain, dude. I just don't get it.
You know what the rage makes them do?
Touch and bless.
Yeah. It's true.
And
I'm just tired of this whole that's the way that I am.
So
you know what I'm talking about? That culture of like, I'm a dick and nothing's going to change me. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
The beep bop boop tweet or whatever.
Yeah. Like, what's the point
The
of
problem
that?
with that, too, is Pedro, your co-star, Pedro Pascal,
Yes.
is a trans sister, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, trans sister. So, like, what the fuck? What are we doing? Like, it's just, I think she said some things that were, I think, completely 100% ridiculously off base, and that's me being polite. And
Yeah.
I think she had to deal with consequences. And again, she could have they didn't fire her until later. She could have deleted those posts at any time.
Yeah.
And like I said, had an apology, which probably in the public opinion, rightfully so, wouldn't have forgiven her, but that probably been enough for Disney to talk to their shareholders and keep her on The Mandalorian. They could have made it work. I think they could have. Motherfucker, Mel Gibson still has work.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Marky Mark. Really appreciate that one. You know, it'd be great if we brought back our dads. And I know No, you got to do your Marky Mark.
Hey, bro. Wouldn't it be cool if, because I committed a hate crime and you said some horribly racist shit, I think it'd be cool if we were in a movie together where you're my dad. You're a chip off the old block. And best thing about it is it's a Christmas movie. Didn't they fucking collaborate again when he's like in that Father Stew movie?
Probably.
Hey, bro, I'm a priest.
Hey,
That's what that movie is.
Yeah, didn't he direct it? Didn't Mel Gibson direct? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
But yeah, by the way, I don't want to see any movie that's like, this Catholic priest was a badass. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth.
Goodness gracious.
I'm just tired of, like, if there's one like religious group in the world that has like never been fucking well, okay, kind of, by other Christians, which is weird, but not really has ever persecuted, is like Catholics. You know what? Fucking tired of you guys. I'm really fucking tired of it. Okay. So anyway,
I guess
that's me canceling myself now.
Back to Gina Carano.
Way to go, Tyler. You just fucking canceled our podcast.
A short time. This was from the official court documents for the lawsuit. A short time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, defendants made it clear that only one...
Who wrote this?
Her lawyer. Defendants made it clear that only one orthodoxy in thought, speech, or action was acceptable in their empire.
Yeah, it's called being a human.
And that
being a decent fucking human. What is wrong with you fucking people?
And that those who dared to question or fail to fully comply would not be tolerated. And so it was with Carano. Also, a while back on Twitter, not X, because fuck you, Elon.
Yeah, fuck you,
Whoa.
I didn't realize I was so close to the microphone. I'm sorry. But fuck you, Elon.
So we find out that he is a while back. He tweeted about how he would fund anybody that got wrongfully terminated or fired for their tweets or liking tweets or whatever. So being
Sure.
being one to be the guy that has to fucking get all the media attention. Here's a release from Twitter. As a sign of X Corp's commitment to free speech, we're proud to provide financial support for Gina Carano's lawsuit, empowering her to seek vindication for her free speech rights on Twitter and the ability to work
Elon.
and the ability to work without bullying, harassment, or discrimination.
Shut the fuck up.
Again, comparing a group of people that were hunted and murdered and beaten and maimed and treated the worst possible way that a human being could treat another human.
They were trying to eradicate Jews, dude. They were trying to
committing a
completely-
genocide.
Yes. What don't you get about that?
It's not the same.
The worst thing that happened to Republicans is Steve Scalise got shot at the fucking softball game.
That's the thing.
So far.
This is the thing that people need to understand. You need to really get that.
Mhm.
A genocide, which is not a fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's a massacre of people.
And I'm sure Gina Carano is fans of many fucking Holocaust deniers. I'm sure.
Exactly.
I am almost fucking positive that she is subscribed to at least
being
4 fucking Holocaust denier YouTube channels.
being a
Yes,
fucking
they're out there.
right-wing edgelord is not the fucking same thing.
Mm-mm.
And the way that she talked about COVID and the way that she, like, all of it, siding with fucking Daily Wire.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? We're all trying to save we're trying to save all of us. All of us.
So when she makes complaints that saying, like, people are calling her an alt-right-wing extremist, well, when you hang out with when you make a movie for Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Dude.
And Jeremy Boring, the guys that also made the fucking Lady Ballers movie.
Fantastic.
It's hard for me not to think you're alt-right. Sorry. It's ridiculous.
You are who you work with.
It just... Yeah. Good luck. Good luck, Gina. Again, considering you had multiple opportunities to delete the post, you had multiple opportunities to say the weakest apology you could.
Also,
enough to make shareholders happy.
Hey,
and you probably still would have had a fucking job.
Yeah, you do still have jobs. I've seen your shitty fucking movies you're making.
All of this is your choosing.
Yeah.
You did this to yourself.
And here's the thing. I work for a corporation, and if I walked into work one day and just started saying like the N-word or something like that, I would get fired. And
Rightfully so.
And you want to know why I would get fired? Because I am under contract with that corporation, and I've been told that there are rules and regulations that if I walked in shirtless trying to work, they'd be like, well, no, you're fired. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
It's basic fucking common sense. When you're at work and you see a lady who is larger than normal, you don't need to, ask if they're pregnant, like things like that. Basic fucking human fucking things. Are you not human, Gina? Because you're not acting like it. And neither are you, Ben, or Jeremy, or any of you other fuck faces. You're disgusting. And you know what? Seriously, in Fargo, the new season, there's a point where Jennifer Jason Leigh's character is talking to John Hamm's character, who's this alt-right fucking sheriff dipshit in North Dakota. And she's like, so what do you want? And he's like, I just want the freedom to da-da-da-da-da and do all this stupid fucking whatever, the whole fucking right-wing agenda, which is, I just want to be left alone and lift my arms and fucking bear the deer and bring America baked bread again and buck fucking dig about a new goat and stuff in the fucking banana bread shit. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? Who fucking gives a shit, you fucking babies? And, he does the whole, spouts off that stupid bullshit to her, the whole... I want to,
I don't know what that was.
I want to have the American flag tattooed like on the inside of my butthole or whatever they want. I don't fucking care.
I want to piss red, white, and
I
blue.
want to piss red, white, and blue. Can we make that happen? I also want to tan my testicles for some fucking.
It's like I'm peeing in a bomb pot.
Who cares? Enough with the whole I'm a baby who's in the man's body bullshit. Just knock that. Just enough, right? So she says to him, she's like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, but there's only one person in the world who is afforded all of those freedoms." And he goes, "The president?"
Hunter
and
Biden.
And she goes, "No, a baby. You want to be a fucking baby." And it's so true. You're all fucking children, and you're disgusting. And if you were small enough and your parents probably, I don't know, I mean, maybe you're a dick because your parents might hit you, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, why.
You don't know the relationship.
No, I don't. And I feel like most people who are dicks as adults were probably mistreated as children.
Most
at
of the
some
time,
point.
yeah, it's your upbringing.
And I feel bad about that. But you're an
sucks.
adult now and you can make choices regardless of your upbringing. And I just don't understand why, just because it's about money, like that's really what drives you.
Yeah, she clearly misses that Disney money
really
that she's trying to
fucking
sue them and get her role.
gross.
It's pretty much like I feel like this is a way for her to try and leverage a role back.
Sure,
and I just don't
great.
See it happening.
But yeah,
Nobody
you're
cares,
just-
dude.
you're just.
The only people that care about this are the fucking right wing.
Who the fuck
sphere.
freaks
Like,
out
legit.
about working with somebody who's like transgender or what is wrong with you? Be human. Anyway,
The only reason we're covering this because I think it's hilarious, even
Oh,
with
yeah.
Elon Musk's money,
yeah.
that they think that they have a case. It's just funny to me.
You know what? We
got to move on.
You're right, but before we do, I do want to apologize to Elon Musk because he is one of the greatest business minds of our time.
Really?
When his dad died and left him when his dad died and left him the $4 billion after like 20 years, through his shrewd business skills, he has managed to turn that $4 billion into $2 billion. Nice job, Elon.
Woo. Thanks, Elon.
Way to lose $2 billion because you just fucking are stupid. And now you can't,
Sloppy.
use slaves anymore, dude. Like your dad did.
Yeah. We're going to get canceled. Thanks. Great.
Well, fuck Elon Musk. Hey, you know what? I just want to tell you, I'm really funny, and I'm going to make up some sort of thing about, like...
The best way I can wrap this up.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
Sounds
All
good,
around.
man. Let's do that.
Just
Let's move on to
as
the
a
next
group,
thing.
collectively.
I like it.
Fuck you.
Yeah. That's exactly
hell,
how
I might even say this.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, Gina. Yeah.
That stings.
Yeah.
I'm back in the way.
All right. Next topic. The Rippaverse.
Oh, fuck.
No, we're in the Rippaverse. Or as we
Let's
like to
go.
call it, the Griftaverse.
The Griftaverse.
They hate it when I fucking say that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, please define grifter. Please.
Actually, I would refer to you. Refer you to the movie The Grifters, starring John Cusack, Annette Bening, and what the hell?
Isn't
is
the
her name?
Grifter a DC character?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure there's a
The
DC
Grifter?
character called Grifter.
Maybe.
Maybe
Was he
Drifter?
a wildcat? No, was he a wildcat from Jim Lee?
Well, he was like a.
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
You know?
The only difference between like Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld, honestly,
We're not getting to
was-
Rob.
Okay. All right.
We're talking about Eric July,
Fuck.
the next generation of a great comic book creator, okay? All right? So they were at.
The guy who, instead of just not reading the stuff that he doesn't like, has decided to wage war on Marvel and Disney. Brr! Did you just put a $20 bill with something written on it on my offices? Police! 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 That guy?
yeah, Eric
Talking about
July.
that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he was at a panel.
Was that a good impression?
Sure. I think that's pretty fair. He was at a panel in Orlando. I think it was Orlando. And, it was a convention in Florida that was MegaCon, or as I like to call it, MagaCon. But no, he was on a panel with some other people, and he introduced his next amazing comic book, his new character. Well, let's have comic book legend Chuck Dixon explain the new character.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Joe Bennett had this idea, and he presented it to
Oh, Joe Bennett, who lost his job at Marvel and working on Hulk with Al Ewing because of his, was it anti-Semitic post or anti-Semitic?
He drew some anti-Semitic shit into a comic book, one of the last ones.
Yeah.
It was like, I can't remember how long the series lasted, but it was like
It was like issue 32 or something like that.
Well, no, it went to like, yeah, whatever it was, but he yeah. And then by the time the book, the last issue of that run was coming out, it was revealed that he had some anti-Semitic shit in the past, like on social medias and whatnot, and had drawn quite a few from Brazil, from his native Brazil, quite a few political cartoons that were very anti-Semitic in nature. So they basically fired him, but they couldn't redo the last issue. And so to me, the thing that sucks is the art's really great in that series, The Immortal Hulk, and it's Al Ewing, which I fucking love him. And the whole run is just one of the greatest Hulk runs ever. It's start to finish a horror Hulk book, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
oh yeah, I really like
awesome, right? It's awesome.
Yeah.
But you can't ever read it ever again without knowing that, you know, the guy who drew all this shit is a fucking bigot. I'm like, or at least took money from bigots to fashion a piece of art that was bigoted for bigots. I don't know how it works with artists.
Yeah, it was.
I would assume if you take the time to paint it, you probably believe it.
Yeah. So anyway, I just also wanted to point out that Joe Bennett, of course, was air quotes canceled because we got a silent. You know, he's being silenced.
He's canceled by Marvel, sure, but he's probably got work in his native Brazil doing those shitty anti-Semitic political cartoons. So I'm sorry you took a big bite of the apple and couldn't swallow it because you're too like stuck up with all your bigotry, you fuck.
Anyway, also, and remember,
I don't know what that.
I think we talked about it on the
meant.
show.
That was stupid.
Chuck Dixon had a QAnon superhero comic book.
Of course, because Chuck Dixon is Spanish for dick face.
But yeah.
Did you know that?
Comics cancel these guys. And that's right. That's why the Rippaverse is gonna bring him back and everything. So here we go.
and he said what the Rippaverse really needs is a street level crime fighting character, a guy without any superpowers, self-made man. And so Joe and I together created the Horseman.
The Horseman. Now look.
I love how he like changes his voice to be like the Horseman.
Also, two things. One, Alt Hero Q was the book that Chuck Dixon works on.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
Also, I love that.
Where we go one, we go all was the name of the first issue. So, I mean, that's pretty blatant. But
I love how they refer to a self-made man like that Bruce Wayne is a self-made man, failing to recognize that in the comics, it is well known that Bruce Wayne has a great business mind, unlike shitheads like Elon Musk, who again took that $4 billion his dad left him and through shrewd business navigations turned it into $462 million.
Tyler.
Can you believe that?
Tyler.
Wasted all that fucking money.
Tyler. Listen to me. The Horseman. The character is the Horseman.
I know.
So I thought about this. You've seen the
It's
cover.
weird,
You've seen
yeah.
the cover.
The way that the
Well-
angle is the costume, it looks like Batman.
Yes.
Huh.
Particularly
Weird.
the
Even though it's a horse head.
he
he's
looks
wearing.
like the Azrael Batman
Yeah.
that takes over after Bane, which is Chuck Dixon's creation. This is all the Nightfall stuff. So after Bane breaks Bruce's back, Bruce is healing up, and while he's healing up, Azrael takes the mantle of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And the Horseman's design looks like that. And I was thinking about it, and you were talking as you were talking, and I was thinking about it before the show.
My incessant brain.
This has just been all of Eric Strelai's 90s comic book fantasies. because he's even got Chuck Dixon, a legendary comic book writer. And I'm not going to take away the creation of Bane and the things that he did contribute to Nightwing and Batman, whatever.
Sure.
But he's just playing the hits at this point because now he's just making a character that looks like Batman. And
So,
the Horseman. And I know people will throw this argument of like, well, Spider-Man sound ridiculous and Batman sound ridiculous. And I'm like, that's fair. But those entities, yes, they have that ability because of all that property. But because those properties are so big, it's easy to spot when something is taking direct inspiration from it. And I'm not saying it's wrong.
No.
I just think it's really fucking funny that they, of all the things,
Well, look,
they made the Horseman.
There's different levels of taintedness to a legacy of an artist. Okay? Now, do I love the early Spider-Man and love what Steve Ditko was able to do to bring Spider-Man to life most of those first years, you know, and just the design and how he made Spider-Man look and feel that influenced everybody else that drew him afterwards.
Yeah.
But I cannot deny that he is a right-wing piece of shit, and it kind of taints those first comics. When you're reading it and you're looking at him, you kind of can't help but look at this art and relate it to this fucking right-wing shithead. Van Morrison, who I've never been really a super big fan of, is now a right-wing douchebag fuck. And I just got to say, that doesn't really surprise me, because if you start playing Brown Eyed Girl in any bar where there's more than 10 sorority girls, they are required by their sorority bylaws to recite that song until it's over.
Let's get to the clips, because we have clips.
Point is, you're tainting your legacy, Chuck.
So a couple of days ago, Eric July released a video explaining more about the Horseman. However, I will argue he doesn't explain very much about the Horseman.
Just like his trading cards?
I want to be clear. How he wants, like this is how he wants to do it. But I just feel like when you're promoting something like this, I think it's better to give a little bit of detail. I understand wanting keeping details. You know, you don't want to spoil your work or anything like that.
Blow your load.
But like, this is like just the vagueness always makes me laugh.
Look,
with these
trading cards. You're not building mystery. You're just sounding like you didn't finish your fucking homework, asshole.
Here's the first clip. He just throughout the video keeps saying Chuck Dixon, Joe Bennett. That's it. Like most of the time.
Oh, we'll get it. Yeah.
And then he also keeps like, hey man, this wasn't my idea. This was their idea. This is the first Rippaverse
Casting
character.
them off
Anyway.
into the ether.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Anyway, first clip.
Street level, self-made,
Describing him.
no powers. You're gonna learn a lot about this character, who he is, what he's about. All around badass. You see, it looks like he's pretty brutal. He is. He ain't here for the games, bro. That's not his thing. But the artwork is killer. This project is well along the way with both pencil, ink, and color. Joe Bennett, Chuck Dixon. This idea was fully
You just keep saying that.
conceptualized by Joe Bennett and Chuck Dixon.
I had that clip in there just to mention how much he talks about Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. And it's funny because in the Comicsgate circles, in the circles that Eric July runs around in, the name Chuck Dixon matters.
Mm-hmm.
But most people don't care about Chuck Dixon anymore.
No.
And hey, far be it to me, like I would love to achieve the heights that Chuck Dixon achieved.
Yeah.
I'm not taking away anything that he did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
He's
like
probably-
he
he's
isn't the
written
draw.
yeah.
He's not this big of a draw as Eric thinks he is, because Eric still thinks that everybody wants the comics to be like they were in the 90s. And that's just not how it is.
No, because the comics
A
in the
lot
90s
of the
were
shit in the
fucking
90s
awful.
sucks. And you know what else? A lot of things in the 2000s sucks.
You know what
in the
he wants?
2010s,
Yes.
in the 2020s, in the 2030s. Like, as long as people will make creative things, there'll be...
You've seen
you will
comics
find-
from the future?
The good things stand out because they're good. Because there's so much shit.
You know what it is? Eric July just wants gatefold covers and die cut and hologram covers back and bagged stuff. That's all he wants. That's why he made the trading cards.
Anyway.
He doesn't care about the substance of the thing. He just wants fucking glitz.
Product.
Yes.
Anyway, clip number 2.
How many are there?
There's 4.
You
but
fucking
they're
son of a
short.
bitch.
They're short.
Fuck.
And it's cool. The thing about this that I love
After he announced the character, he's talking about the reaction.
love this so much about comics, man, and why I
This
think
is
that
funny
it
to me.
really, really needs to get back to an era that it used to be before social media. Now it's people look at everything. They don't look at it through the fan lens. They look at everything through like this trying to produce the best, the most, like, I don't know, it's following all the rules, and it's all about just the literature and that aspect. It's about critics and all that. It's like not about that. It's like nerd culture is about fun.
Funny you should say that, Eric.
Because you suck at parties.
Because you talk an awful lot about nerd culture, and all you do is bitch about nerd culture and how it's been taken over by woke leftists and shit like that.
Also, you can't even like describe like your stance because you don't have one. You just want to try. You're just trying to make money by being clickbait. You're a joke, man. Absolute joke. So is
But
the Horseman.
I just left that in there because I agree with him. Nerd culture is about fun.
Yeah, but not with you.
But
you're a douche.
you and I have
about
two
it.
different
No,
versions.
You,
Two different.
me and you, buddy.
I'm pointing at you because you're sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Eric and I can agree on that, but him and I have two very different
Yeah.
definitions of fun, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's what it should be. But it can't be if you're making a living attacking people that are already
That have been
being
attacked
oppressed
all their
by
yeah.
legislation,
Yeah.
by bullying of by their peers, being demonized just because they want to be who they truly want to be. So it's hard to say that nerd culture is
Except
about.
for
Hard
all-
for me to
yeah.
think that you say that while excluding groups of people.
Whole swaths of people.
And then trying to make a video talking about not gatekeeping, but then constantly making content about gatekeeping, and not having a sense of irony to it at all.
Yeah,
Next clip.
Yeah.
There's a little confusion on the name initially. I know some people thought it was like,
Let's have fun with this. Great start to your character, Eric, when you have to describe how to properly pronounce his name.
Oh, it's not Horseman, it's Horseman.
Well, he'll tell you.
we were saying like he's Horseman, like no, Horseman, like what you would call like for Headless Horseman, or the I don't know, four of you individually are speaking about one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Call him Horseman. That's the person rides horse. That's what the term is.
I thought he said Hitler's Horseman for a second instead of Headless. I seriously did. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
That classic story, Hitler's story.
Yeah. What?
That's got to be on some
God.
sort of Nazi site.
I'm sure.
For sure.
But no, I just.
So, but this is what it would get. Again, I just.
He just.
The point is this: the design sucks. The name is fine, but when you call him the Horseman, give him a hood. Put him on a horse.
Yes. Because what you're made looks like Horseman.
Ant-Man, Batman,
Horseman.
Spider-Man. Again, there's nothing wrong with the name.
Aquaman.
If you just commit and just admit it's a stupid fucking design and be like, all right, it's the Horseman. You know? Tells evildoers nay. You know? Fucking roll with it. Hey, it's Horseman.
Oh shit, we're robbing this bank and the Horseman is here. I know how to stop him. Give him a fucking apple.
Dude, instead of batarangs, he's going to have fucking horseshoes. We're writing it for
No,
you.
he's just gonna have bags of shit to throw at people. Here's some horse shit.
I am
I
tempted.
did this.
I am tempted to
while I
read
was
this.
walking.
I'm tempted to read this book because so help me God, I guarantee you, Chuck Dixon instead of batarangs, he's throwing fucking horseshoes. I guarantee it.
Of course.
I guarantee
Of
it.
fucking course.
We got one more clip.
Fuck. Okay.
All I'm saying is just like commit to it and
Right?
call him
Yeah.
Horse Dash Man.
Yeah. Fuck it. Go. You know what? Go. Keep going.
Because this is what's frustrating. You could see a little bit of lighting up about it. Like he's interested in this character, and that's great. But it's like, again, if you got to explain that his name is like, because everybody's like, oh, he's a horseman. He rides a horse? No. Okay. Is he like that he's one of them and it's like a team? They're the horsemen of the apocalypse?
Yeah. Like, no, it's just one.
He's just like, if you would ride a horseman. So like a horseman. No.
horseman.
Again, the name is not the problem. It's the design. And this is what I want to point out. It looks like the Azrael Batman. People have been pointing that out on Twitter. And I honestly, when I first thought, I was like, yeah, this looks like Batman.
Yeah.
Like, and Eric July is talking about Joe Bennett and his color schemes and how, like, well, they come to a conclusion together that you really understand what they're trying to do at the end of the day.
So I love the colors that we came up with, and I remember asking Joe personally, like he showed me a bunch of them. Like we were red and this, and there was so many different color schemes. We went with the blue and goldish, and I was like, that's it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's it. But I asked
Blue
him,
and gold.
I was like,
Remember
okay,
that.
I see all these, but what do you think? What do you lean towards? What do you see? And Joe was like, I see that. And I was like, I'm with you on it. I'm fucking with you on it.
So, how do you think they got to that blue and gold color?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the Batman action figure on top of your bookcase, and I can guess.
You see blue.
I can
and,
fucking guess.
see the
Did
blue
you
and
add
gold.
gray in it at all?
Yeah,
Did they add gray in it?
Yeah, it's gray. He's got like
no
gray armor.
Fucking
I'm not
way.
joking. I'm not joking.
I know you sent me a picture.
Yeah. So let me just run this back for you. Chuck Dixon is writing it, right? So you got Chuck Dixon to come in to write your superhero like cop Justice League
Cock.
shit,
Oh, cop. Yep.
Alpha Corps. But
Mm-hmm.
now you got him, former Batman writer in the 90s with armor that looks like Batman.
I wonder.
Color scheme that looks like Batman.
I wonder if the
Even-
Horseman's parents were murdered.
I hope so.
You. Wow.
I hope-
Wow.
I hope so, because then it's gonna be like, wow, you're committed. Hey, we're doing it. It's a Batman ripoff. But anybody else,
Listen,
Tyler-
Batman's parents were murdered after watching The Mask of Zorro.
Tyler,
Horseman's parents were murdered after watching Independence Day.
Tyler, this is the problem. It's really hard to take a book seriously, and I again, I don't know the tone of this book. Maybe it will be more comedic, but it's
I
hard.
seriously
I hope,
doubt it.
because how can you expect me to take this seriously when you are clearly getting an old Batman writer to do not Batman, do your version of Batman, and then, again, any other person be like, yeah, that's smart. Get your money, get that bag. But I only bring that back because it's Eric July. And because he constantly criticizes Marvel and DC, but then he wants to make rip-offs of those characters.
Yeah. That's basically.
And again,
yeah.
if I were to do it, or you to do it, or anybody else to do it, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's derivative, but all this shit is kind of derivative. But it's because it's him who acts like he's the smartest writer alive, who's like, I know I'm a good writer. Chuck tells me I'm a good writer. Oh, the guy that you pay tells you you're a good writer. Really? Like, come on, lean into it.
God, we should get a
this is what I
fucking
mean.
GoFundMe just to buy one of these comics so we can.
If it were
actually...
if it were not Eric July, if it were
Turd
not
just
Chuck
shreds.
Dixon, if it were not Joe Bennett, if you just presented
How
that,
much is the first issue
hold
of
on,
Horseman?
hold
Sorry.
on, listen. If you, because I haven't released that yet, but if you were to tell me this story, take away those names, I'd be like, oh, I bet it's an interesting story. I bet it's something funny, fun.
Maybe.
Because
I mean,
if you're gonna
like,
do Horseman, be funny.
The Horseman, though.
I'm not gonna take that shit seriously. You have to.
It'll be like the Flaming Carrot.
But that's the thing. They want to take it seriously. You know they do, just based on how he talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so funny because of that Batman comparison. It's so obvious. Even the fact that he talks about how, like, oh, we had all these combinations, but we came down to blue and gold, a very common color combination that's worn by a very common hero who has pointy ears.
I like the explanation where he was like, what are you leaning towards? And he's like, I'm leaning towards that. And he was like, I'm with you. I'm fucking with you. Wow. That's drama, you know? I can just imagine being a fly on the wall in the room with Eric July and Joe Bennett. What are you leaning towards? That one. I'm with you. I'm fucking with you. And just being like, wow. It's like I was at the recording of David Bowie and Queen's Under Pressure. Like I somehow was lucky enough to be in the recording studio when that happened, that David Bowie was finishing up his album and Queen was just hanging out, and they were like, hey, let's make a song together.
You know what yeah. And you know what you were doing and you heard it? You were just sitting there and you were going,
whacking it.
Woo yeah. All right. That's enough for Eric July in the Griftaverse. Again, anybody else, make your bag. I don't care. But it just be the fact like, I'm better than Marvel and DC. Watch me rip off one of the most recognizable superheroes.
I'm better than Marvel and DC. However,
Speaking
I have no
of
original ideas.
Tyler, let's talk about your favorite comic book writer of all time, Rob Liefeld.
Oh, fuck. You mean the comic book artist? He's not a writer.
He's both.
No,
he created
not.
Deadpool. He drew him and created him. Okay. But yeah, Deadpool creator Rob
You know
Liefeld.
what? Rob Liefeld should be famous for making the 90s thesaurus. Go ahead.
I'm trying to fucking...
Deadpool. Wildcats.
Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld announced
Savage
on Twitter
Predator.
that he is officially leaving the character of Deadpool. He wrote a very long Twitter post that I read about half of, and I said, okay, this is some masturbatory shit. And again, very similar.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
Very similar.
What is he talking about?
Hey, very similar to what we talked about.
He doesn't own the character.
Very similar to what we talked about before with Chuck Dixon.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take away from what Rob Liefeld did by contributing to that character and helping create that character. And what he did with that stuff. But it was a very long Twitter post. And I'm like, okay, buddy. All right. So anyway, and again, I don't want to take away from he did make an imprint on the industry. I'm not saying he didn't.
Let's be really honest.
Let me see his
Okay,
quote.
tell me when I can talk.
Go ahead, Doc. I'm just fucking with you.
Look, let's be honest. Deadpool has been turned into a really great character by an amalgamation of artists and writers not named Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld created a stupid fucking throwaway fucking, hey, this is the 90s and I know how to make money because I somehow
But I can't draw feet.
I have tapped into that fucking stupid zeitgeist. Wildcats, Deadpool, cyber cats, fucking
I
Cable.
like Cable and Deadpool though.
Cable is a stupid fucking
But I want to point out
fucking character.
But it's not because of Rob Liefeld. I want to point that out.
No.
It's because of other people's iterations of the character. I will say that.
Well, no, Cable is just dumb because he was supposed to be. You know how we talk shit about Eric July and being like, oh, this is a mysterious character. Rob Liefeld had no fucking idea what Cable was, and other artists and writers came to the conclusions and made Cable what he was, which was basically the long lost son of Nathan and the long lost son of Cyclops.
He time travels. Yeah.
Whatever. The whole fucking
he's Scott's kid.
convoluted bullshit,
He's
right?
Nathan Summers.
But at the time, like Rob Liefeld, yeah. At the time, Rob Liefeld was just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do something mysterious. I'm going to make this guy Strife, who's got a ton of swords on his head. Look at that fucking helmet. Wow!
I'm going to make what Spider-Man would look like if he was an assassin.
But check this out. When he takes his helmet off, he's going to look exactly like Cable. And then he just did that for shits and gigs. He had no idea what to do.
Gigs,
he did.
man.
He had no idea what to fucking do with it. They somehow made, like, some other writer fucking retconned all that shit so that it didn't sound so fucking stupid and look so goddamn dumb. But Rob, just fuck off already, dude. Ugh.
So I didn't even get to his tweet, man. Hey, I'm just saying, as someone who is a fan of Deadpool, has a few Deadpool comics, I can't take away that he didn't help create a character that I like.
He did wholly create the character. However, nothing about...
Again, I love that character not because of him.
Yes.
It's because of other people's...
All he did was draw him one day, and everybody else took it from there. But
he also...
you can't
let's also not forget that Rob Liefeld drew the ugliest looking picture of Captain America I've ever seen.
Oh, God,
His
yes.
giant chest and tiny head. Did you ever watch this?
And the eagle instead of the A?
Mario Brothers movie from the 90s?
I do, but I've never seen it. I've seen bits
Then
and pieces.
fuck off. The joke doesn't work.
I've seen
I'm
bits
done.
and pieces.
The joke's dead.
I know John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins and fucking Dennis Hopper. What?
Anyway, forget it.
No, fucking
no,
make
the
joke
joke's
now.
dead now.
I know the joke.
The
Tell me
joke
the
is
fucking
dead.
joke. What about the big boobs and the fucking small head? What about it? Are you talking about the Koopas and
Yes.
the Goombas? Okay,
That's
why
what he
did you
looks
just fucking say that? I know enough about the movie. Fuck you.
Nice.
Anyway, Rob Liefeld said after 33 years of not only introducing Deadpool but chronicling many of his most popular adventures,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
it's time for the Deadpool daddy to say farewell. And then he proceeds to just continue to jerk off all over his keyboard for a super long tweet. He also said that he had one final story he's working on to ride off into the sunset with the character.
The last couple comics that I bought from Marvel.
It's just a stunt
was
because the third
the
movie's
Immortal-
coming out.
The Immortal Thor, the first 5 issues of that by Al Ewing, which not as impressive as the Immortal Hulk, but I like that he was kind of trying to do his take on Thor, you know. So I'm like, okay, what's this all about, right? But every issue of a comic book, they advertise other series and whatnot coming out, right? And one of them, every comic that I've read in the last like 6 months, there's some sort of Rob Liefeld's back drawing Deadpool.
And you know what? He's
Having sex with you.
Of course he is. That's the only action he can get. Have you seen that fucking bowl cut? And you're
what I paid for.
and you're a fucking ginger, dude. You're fucked.
whoa! Aren't you? Is that why you can
Yeah,
say that?
I get so much action. Speak from experience. What? I'm just tired of these fuck faces and their egos and their undeserved, like, I'm a fucking badass. I'm sorry your dick is really tiny. And I'm sorry that the only way out of it is to just act like the biggest fucking douchebag in the room everywhere that you go. But I am fucking tired of it. Eric July, Rob Liefeld, Gina Carano, fucking all of you. I'm fucking tired of you. So fucking tired
You
of
know
you.
what? He could.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
No, you know what? What is I wanted to do a Steven Seagal. Kind of fucked up.
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
And what? Monkey shit and what? You said combination, Steven. Finish the quote.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
you know
done.
what you sound like? You
What?
sound like
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr.
Falcon.
what, a long
Let's
box
stop
set?
with the thing. No, we don't need a long box.
I got a long box unless you want to end the show. What do you
Let's
wanna
end the
do?
show, cause
Oh,
couple.
Tyler. Gonna end the show early. I'm trying to
Fuck
find
you.
the outro. All right,
I don't know.
fucking-
Start playing
You know what?
something. There you
That's
go.
your
That's it.
attitude
That's
you
it.
got for me
That's
right
it.
now.
You know what?
No, we're putting we're doing the thing.
You know what I think?
There's tradition. There's precedence.
I think I understand what's wrong. I think you need some TLC.
What's that?
You know, you've heard of TLC, right?
Tender love and care.
No.
Tables, ladders, chairs.
No. Tits, Legos, and cocaine, baby.
Would you say it was also? Fuck! I fucking blew the joke. I couldn't get the crack cocaine lined up. I'm such an amateur, man.
I'm embarrassed by like your reaction.
130 some episodes. This is what I fucking give you to end it. End it all. End the show.
I thought we were gonna end after the tits, Legos, and cocaine, man. I don't know why we're still talking.
No, you end on a downer. That is comedy 101.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.